Us, we're live back in the Moose, the medicine show, Moose Mobile, your host, Ellen, here with Finbar, Magee, and Breach Quinn, who are showcasing this very evening, guys.
That's right.
At the Your Roots Are Showing conference. Have you done a conference before? I'll ask Breach this. Have you done this?
I haven't been at anything like this, but Finbar's been telling me all about it, and it sounds like it's been a great few days.
It certainly has been.
Yeah.
It's been wonderful. And it's just nice to be with like-minded people, but it's been so well set out for us. And everybody, the selection of the artists has been high level, I would say, and the selection of the panels and the types of panels and the people that have been running them has been all people that know what they're doing, which is what you want. You just need to get some information, don't you, when you come as well. So have you had any information, Finbar?
Loads of information, and the first information was how, shall we say, how unprepared I was, and sort of had to make a dash down the town to get some print done, like even cards, flyers. I had nothing. So anyway, those are sorted out now. That particular talk was very informative, but they're all informative.
Yeah, very cool. So we ended up having a wee tune with Tim O'Connor last night.
Yes, right.
Yeah, and I got to hear the TK Maxx song, of course.
Right, yeah.
The chorus made you famous. I don't think we're going to get that one today.
Yeah.
But do you do it in your set?
Not tonight. There's only 6 songs, I think.
Right,
we were doing probably Facebook, Facebook Friday night. Were you there last night for that one?
I missed that.
Yeah.
No, that's a probably song. If you allow me, I'll maybe broadcast that one later on from the showcase.
Yeah.
But what would you like to do first?
We're doing with Belfast Love.
Because you're from Armagh, so you're northern folk. So
yeah, both from County Armagh.
Yeah,
probably. Yeah, short distance from each other,
Yeah,
but, space-wise, but
not too not too far from here, though.
Not so far. An hour's drive.
Yeah,
an hour's drive.
Very cool. So it's nice to welcome you to the Moose, guys. Thank you for
coming.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Give her a go. Ready? Okay. One aimless walk through Ormo Park, one cold grey autumn morning, a diamond bright came into sight, just like a jewel shone, with sapphire eyes that would hypnotize. You cast on me a spell, ruby lips I longed, had not the nerve to tell. When you greeted me so graciously, you set my heart aglow. Like a child I was beguiled, I just had to know your name and from where you came. With me you go to the end of time. Would you be mine to let this blossom grow? You are my Belfast love, and there's no one above you. You're my Belfast belle, you see. There's no one but you for me, and I will love you endlessly. You, my Belfast love. Come take my hand across this land. I would fly to the moon. Sail with me the 7 seas. Each day would end too soon. And if we are graced with young, this story to them I will tell. How we first kissed in the morning mist, how deep in love I fell. You are my Belfast love, and there's no one above you. You're my Belfast belle, you see. There's no one but you for me, and I will love you endlessly. You, my Belfast love. You, my Belfast love.
It's beautiful, beautiful, guys. Thank you
Thanks very much.
for
Thank you.
sliding into it with a real cool song.
Yeah.
And are we warming up for the
The showcase.
showcase tonight?
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what we're doing.
Thanks for the opportunity to get a wee bit of rehearsal and whatever. A wee bit
That's
of warming
good.
up done, whatever.
Finbar, Magee and Breach Quinn are with us here in the Moose. We are at the Your Roots Are Showing, which is Irish folk conference, and the first one. I think it's a thing.
I think it's a thing that's going to grow.
Yeah, it's going to work.
So. Excuse me.
And we've got 2 more days tonight of showcases and all day tomorrow.
Yeah.
A couple of questions I would like to
Sure,
ask.
yeah.
What's this about the slam poetry?
Oh, yeah. Well, it started off as a bit of a laugh. And funny enough, the first one was I think about the Volkswagen camper, but to see a Volkswagen camper up there is kind of peculiar.
Ah, yeah.
And there was a fella called Ted Magee, no relation, but
No.
he just worked at this old Volkswagen camper that he found in a hedge somewhere.
Yeah.
And he had it for about 10 or 12 years, and eventually he got it through the MOT. And he said, "Hey, would you write something about it?" So I did. And we're in an area called Oriel in Ireland. It's around Monaghan and Cavan and South Armagh and all that.
Yeah.
So there's a competition, like a slam poetry competition called the Bard of Oriel, and so I entered it with the Volkswagen camper and won it.
All right.
And that was the last time that
Was that a performance thing? Or was it?
Yeah.
There would have to be if it's slam
it is.
poetry.
It is.
You have
It's
to.
about
You have to.
performance. So yeah, and that was the last one, which was about 9-10 years ago, was it? So I'm the present holder, undefeated, of the Bard of Oriel. I still have the crystal vase.
So when you come to there's an open invite, please do come. We've got a festival in Scotland, Belladrum Festival. Now the European runner-up slam poet is a Scotsman. Have you met Hamish MacDonald?
No.
Well, if it's 10 years ago, maybe you got into it later. And he runs a stage at our festival.
Yeah.
So you better get the. You better get
there.
Yeah. You better dust off your slams.
Yeah.
And Hamish he won the British Championship, and he got to the runner-up in the European. I'm watching it all on the internet and everything, and he was speaking in the Scots as well. He's an exponent of Scots,
Good man.
which I thought was impressive, and the fact that people were, because he slams, quite quick with it. He fires it out.
It is. Yeah.
So, Lovely. The other thing I need to ask you about, and then we'll talk about your music and where you are on the trail and everything, and all that. The cocktail.
Choctaw, yeah.
Yeah, Choctaw for to give.
Yeah, that was an interesting journey. He's a friend of ours, and he's heavily involved in all sorts of projects, community projects. There's an organisation in Armagh who made inroads to making connections with the Choctaw community in Ireland,
Because
Minnesota.
there's a story, isn't there, that they sent money over during the famine.
Yeah.
And even though they were just
Nothing.
trying to recover from, they had nothing.
They had nothing.
Yeah.
And
they were recovering from the Trail of Tears and
That's
everything.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
They walked hundreds of miles, driven out during the winter.
Yeah.
The purpose, of course, to kill as many
As possible, and they're still at it.
And they still managed to raise it. Okay, if you look at purely numbers, but life's not just about numbers.
No.
It's the spiritual, the effort, the thought.
Yeah.
And Irish soldiers who were working for the American Army, it was the time of the famine, and they got talking to some of the leaders, and they were telling them about what was going on in Ireland, even though the Irish
leaders of the
the
Choctaw.
leaders of the Choctaw, sorry.
Not their own leaders.
Yeah, but sorry, yeah. And maybe they should have.
Yes.
But these Choctaw were very sympathetic to the story because they recognised a similar sort of and so just whenever they arrived with less than I think about half that left, they gathered up all the pennies that they had and sent it through the Quakers to Ireland. And in today's money, it mightn't be a huge amount, but the heart behind it was extra huge.
Yeah. I spent an evening at Pool de Moosathon at the memorial. It's a beautiful thing. There's one in Cork.
The feathers.
The feathers.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. Yeah. It was a fantastic effort on their behalf.
Back to what you're doing. So did that grow out of, or the feathers grow out of what you're doing, or did you?
Yeah, it was there well before I'd written the song, but it was kindly received, and I was very happy with what we did, and so we were due to go across to America, but we didn't. All the things got in the way, cool. So all the things got in the way, so we didn't actually get across. But one of the group sang the song over at the meeting, the conference, and it seemed to be warmly received.
Nice, well done. Good work indeed.
Thank you.
Good work. So, you two, is this a thing that gets out and about around the folk festivals and clubs and?
Some, not as many as we should, but we do occasionally. I think in particular the Fishguard Folk Festival has been very kind to us.
Yeah,
I'd like to thank them. They're been very good to us, and we play there regularly, and we do the occasional folk club over in England. But
you've done Scotland as well, have you?
Done Scotland as well.
Have you been up with us as well?
Yeah. A few things. Money Out.
Yeah.
Great festival.
Yeah. And then Girvan.
Girvan's great.
That's around there as well.
And Everett and Amber. We're up in Amber.
Oh, Dougie McLean's.
Yes.
Isn't that a nice event? Hey, I think it's in the abeyance now. I don't think Dougie's doing so much.
No, they're not, unfortunately, but it was beautiful. It was a great event. We had a lovely time. And the Piper, Ross Ainsley.
Ross is beautiful.
Yeah,
Ross, I had quite a bit of work with Ross this year.
Yeah, we met him briefly.
Yeah.
And our campsite was quite a distance from where we were hanging out in the bars and things like that. So he kindly left us back to the campsite. Remember?
Yeah.
And he was a lovely guy. You can say, really nice.
Very cool. Very cool. Great musician. Good God.
Yeah, good God, great.
So that's us. That talked about your projects, apart from albums and music.
Albums. The first two albums, I hadn't really known Bridge. Well, not at all. And had to pay a fiddler. So now that I've met Bridge, I don't have to pay a fiddler.
Cheek of it. The cheek of it.
He'll pay.
Or I pay in other ways.
Oh, in kind, I bet you.
No, in fairness, I just didn't know her, and had John Fitzpatrick on fiddle. Fantastic Belfast fiddler, and very versatile. Great man, and a few other great musicians. Pete O'Halloran recorded with Pete, and
Your songs mostly and some traditional stuff on the albums. I'm sorry, I
It's
should
just
know
old
this.
songs. It's
Yeah,
old songs.
it's all your songs.
Real old songs.
Oh, it's all old songs.
All songs.
What
Yeah.
about the? I don't know the word. Is it satirical? Is it social commentary?
Oh, yeah.
Have you
I
got
like a bit
albums of those songs?
Well, we could run one off. We'll try Facebook. It hasn't been recorded yet, but it'll be on the next album.
Yeah,
for sure.
Mhm.
So we have to go with that. Is that all right?
Ah, please.
Yeah. So I was at a songwriting conference in the States back about 12 years ago. I was supposed to go back to Facebook to sing this at Facebook, but I never got there. So for one reason or another. Here we go. Oh, life's become so digital, it's all gone so digital, so much is at the touch of fingertips. It used to be so mystical when personnel was pivotal, when discovery took more than double click. Now despite these reservations, so native to my heart, with no spot for conversation, one last resort. It's a Facebook Friday night, another night tricked up online, staying in me house, playing with me mouse, trying to ignite another Facebook Friday night. I update my photographs so all my friends can have a laugh. Count my likes, check the comments too. Then I download the latest app. The network fails that piece of crap, so I kick my wireless router around the room. And the sense of frustration's devastation to the end. It's our cursor on the nation, and I'm blocked tonight again. It's a Facebook Friday night, another night picked up online, staying in me house, playing with me mouse, trying to ignite another Facebook Friday night. I guess it has advantages. At worst, those nasty viruses can only cause a hiccup or a glitch. But if my PC goes down on me, my doc cannot frown on me as if I had some kind of social itch. I long for the day when we talk face to face, and when those walls give way, you can wipe my database. It's a Facebook Friday night, another night to up online, staying in me house, playing with me mouse, trying to ignite another Facebook Friday night. It's a Facebook Friday night, another night to up online, staying in me house, playing with me mouse, trying to ignite another Facebook Friday night.
Fantastic. So there's some music up on your website, Finbar, would there be?
Yeah, it's will be up in action again next week. It's staying just for a few weeks for technical reasons.
Yeah. Is
And,
that Facebook glitch?
Sorry?
Is that one of those viruses, is it?
It's one of them viruses, yeah, that's right, yeah. So
Finbar Magee, when it does come round, just put .com at the end of that and you'll find out more information on Finbar. And thanks very much, Rachel.
Thank you so much. And thank you.
Thanks for joining us, guys. That was In the Moose. We have a late show tonight. We're off to where are we off to? Minneapolis, where the apples never rain on. With S. Delaney, the wonderful Alice Delaney, who's coming to do one of the free tours with her, with all her fans and friends. She's going to be introduced to Ireland through that very fine way of doing things. And then we will have Rick Shea on as well from California, who is of Irish descent but sings more in the Tex-Mex sort of way. So that's tonight's show.
What a schedule.
It's hectic. And we'll be in and out of the sessions as the night unfolds as well. And we'll get a song from Finbar as part of that as well. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you very much.
Medicine Show is entirely funded by public donation, and as my friend Ruth Purvis Smith says, nothing says I like you better than cold hard cash. So please do like the events if you've enjoyed that. Thanks for the likes, thanks for the shares, and thanks indeed for the donations. You guys know who has done that, and it always really helps things along. When there's a tank of gas to put in the Moose. So thank you for all of that. We're out of here and we'll be back sporadically having some fun around the conference. Looking forward to your showcase.
Yeah, thanks.
Good luck with it.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks very much.